Yeah, basically we run a lifestyle yo-yo brand, which sounds kind of odd, but I mean, we have accounts all over the world. We sell T-shirts, DVDs, photo books. We're working on a magazine and everything like that. So it's really cool. Also working on Triple Crown of Yo-Yo, which is an event series here in Chicago. We just had two other ones, one in Boston and San Francisco, and just here hanging out, getting ready for the contest. This is the inaugural year of the Triple Crown. Yep. Uh, the the structure of contests has been going on for about 15 years, like competitive world yo-yo contests, and we felt that there needed to be a different kind of yo-yo contest, one that's in cool, big public areas like Millennium Park in Chicago. I mean, everybody has yo-yoed at one point in their life. Like when everybody was a kid, it was just up and down or rock the baby. And sometimes they had contests at the school when the yo-yo guy would come. But I don't think a lot of people understand the depth of what a competitive yo-yo scene is like. It's people are doing things with yo-yos that you've never seen and never thought possible. I've been yo-yoing for about 14 years. I started when I was 10 and just my friends were doing it and they kind of fell out of it, but I kept going on with it. I entered contests and got good and just stuck with it. And now it's my job. In January, I got to go to Prague, which was an amazing experience. Like going to Europe in the winter wasn't cool for sightseeing, but just like the community there and the scene there was awesome, and I had a great time there.
So it's a truly international scene.
Yeah, yeah. There's huge contests in Russia, Eastern Europe, Japan, United Kingdoms, all over America. I was just in Canada last weekend for the Canadian National Championships, so all over the place, yeah. I would online, yoyoexpert.com is a great place to learn tricks. Like it'll go from your basic tricks to the really advanced stuff that you'll see at the contest on Saturday. And they have, they have a range of yo-yos that you can get there. Just everything is there at Yo-Yo Expert. Well, I mean, it's kind of the same feel as a skate video where you have all these rad tricks that people are doing and it needs some kind of backing. So, I mean, as a fan of music, I, just started contacting bands that I dug and I was like, hey, I'm making these yo-yo videos. Do you want to put your music on here? And really, really warm reception. And yeah, it's been really cool to work with that.
Are there any like local Des Moines bands or anything, or is it more like bands from around the country?
Yeah, well, we definitely started local. A good friend of mine is in a band called the Envy Corps, and just went up to him and, hey, Luke, I want to make a yo-yo video. Can I use your music? And he's like, yeah, sure, dude, use it. So, and we've used their music for quite a few different videos now. It's hard to define an exact style with Save Death because there's so many different kinds of people that are involved in yo-yoing. And really what I wanted to do with that was to, provide the kid that goes to school with a cool yo-yo shirt. That's not just like a dorky, like, picture of a yo-yo trick or something like that. That's something rad that he can, connect with. And when people ask like, oh, that's a cool shirt, where'd you get it? He can explain like, oh, I got it from this dude and it's a yo-yo shirt and like check out these cool tricks. Something, to create an identity and a feeling for that. So a specific style, like graphically, we have quite a wide range, but aesthetically, it's just to make yo-yos cool.
Okay.
In general, working on launching a yo-yo magazine, working on that. Again, working on the Triple Crown of Yo-Yo. Next year, we're going to do this again. We'll be here in Chicago again, and it's going to be good. We've developed a lot of great partnerships with local companies like Roto Fuji here in Chicago, and looking forward to developing Triple Crown and Save Death and everything into bigger and better things. Friday we have the preliminary round where it's just off in the Northern College Prep High School, and that's just to get everything squared away, all the competitors taken care of, so we can kind of weed out and get the top level competitors. And then on Saturday from 10 to 4 at Wrigley Square, Wrigley Pavilion.
Yeah, in Millennium Park.
Yeah. Just in Millennium Park. We'll have the final round of the contest there, and then after that, we're having an after party at Roto Fuji. So it'll be good. They're releasing some rad new toys, and we'll have yo-yos and live DJ, and yeah, it's going to be a great full day of awesome yo-yo stuff. Yeah, so there's like the Rock the Baby, and then getting a little bit more advanced, the Brain Twister.
And what type of yo-yo is that you have there?
It's a yo-yo made by Caribou Lodge. It's called the Chief.
Okay. Is that a butterfly
Yeah.
style? Okay.
Yep. The shape. So it's a lot easier to catch it on the string like that and throw it out and everything like that. So yeah, and then you can get into more advanced stuff. Like that. And what I do, like you're waiting in line at the bank or something and you just have one and playing with it.
Yeah, that seems like a really good idea.
So
Now, is this just looping, or is there like specific names for all of these configurations?
there's not specific names for everything I'm doing. It's more like a lot of this stuff they're tricks that I've developed over the years of like, oh, I can do this from that. Like when you get into like competitive yo-yoing, it's a lot like a subway map or something like that, where if you're in one part of a yo-yo trick, you know you can go with like a somersault, you can get to another thing to do and move on like that. You can attach it to like a counterweight, and then so you can manipulate both the yo-yo and the counterweight and throw both of them around like. And at the contest we have separate divisions for all of it, so you'll see not just normal yo-yoing, but yo-yoing that it's not attached to the string or not attached to the hand or two at a time, so it's pretty cool. And you can like throw it up in the air and I've got this crazy Japanese yo-yo.
Are the Japanese big innovators?
Yeah, definitely. Like competitively, technology-wise, everything comes from Japan usually. And this yo-yo actually has a motor inside of it, so you don't have to throw it. It just spins. So you can just drop it like that, and it revs up, and you can do, basically tricks until the batteries run out. But we probably don't have time for the batteries to run out. Wood yo-yo. This is handmade in Portland by a friend of mine, and he just sent it to me, and it actually, you can play pretty well with it.
Competing with like plastic.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and mostly it's precision aluminum yo-yos.
Oh, okay.
Like, these yo-yos are like $90 to $120 usually, not the $5 wood yo-yos that you're used to. It's definitely harder to go from playing with like a normal. But yeah, it can still do some tricks. Oops. Not very well though. Sorry. So that's about what I have.